This is Lynn, and this is her tiny house. Today, she's going to be giving us a full tour of it.
Hi guys.
You guys met her in the intro, but she's going to tour us around her property.
Yeah, so we are on 100 by 40.
Square meters.
It's 100 long.
100 feet.
Yes,
Okay.
100 feet, and then 48. And that's why it's narrow, but very long like this. And this is a very small chicken coop. These are just local, and that's the mom.
So these are local chickens?
Yes.
So they need a rooster to make eggs, right?
Yeah, there is a rooster in there. It's hiding.
Oh, okay. I see him wired back there.
Oh, he's mating with the other one.
Oh, there's one back there.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Initially, this was just for fun. And when I had just settled in, I needed something to keep my mind occupied. And this did.
Okay.
And I used these stones just to make sure they don't kick the door. When they're hungry, they're very strong. So I don't know why they're being stubborn, laying everywhere. They're supposed to be laying there. I think you can see a few of them already doing the laying. They're laying a bit of eggs there. So this was supposed to be commercial, but because it was a beginner project, I started small. I started with 100 birds.
Okay.
And then I lost a few of them due to diseases. I was new, I didn't know
100
nothing.
birds can fit inside of here?
Yeah. But then I also have my neighbor who was holding some of them.
Yeah.
And I think then we've sold a few of them, but I've left these for my home consumption so I can have some eggs.
Okay.
And when I need meat, I don't need to go to, the stores out.
Oh, so you'll use these for meat and for eggs?
Yes,
Wow.
I'm using this for
Okay.
meat and for eggs. But maybe in a week's time, this will be a different story because we will move the birds to that small house, the one you checked first, yes. And then we'll have like
Really?
200. Yeah, well, I want to extend that side, so it is big. Yeah.
Ah, okay. And do you hatch the eggs? Or do you just buy chickens?
The initial plan was to actually hatch them, but then I realized I've lost a bunch of them, and then I couldn't collect enough eggs within the week. So now I'm just selling the eggs and then eating some of them, just enjoying watching them.
Like how many eggs does one chicken make a day? One or?
Because they are not commercial layers, they're typically local birds, so they lay one egg per day.
Okay.
And that's why they're a bit more expensive compared to the eggs. One egg of a local bird is 2,000 shillings. One of the commercial layer, the normal eggs, is 500. So you can see the difference.
But the taste is better from local eggs, in my opinion.
It is definitely better. And I do have these few things that I've planted.
Like mint or something?
These are tomatoes. And then I do have eggplants. They are bringing plants already. Are they called eggplants?
Yeah,
They're
we call
called
them eggplants.
aubergine, scientifically, I think, even Chinese. And then this is dodo.
Oh,
I don't-
like dodo.
It's like the local dodo, which you can't plant. Basically, you just find it there. So when I poured down the seeds for the tomatoes and I saw dodo, I was like, okay. My birds enjoy this as well. This is dodo as well. It's the young of that.
Oh, okay.
But that one came with the tomatoes. That's why I think they're having different colors. The other is not that green, and then this is green. We have
are all
tomatoes. Yeah, the ones that I got from here. Hopefully, in no time, we'll have a whole
Cat
bunch
right
of it.
Does the cat have a name?
Yeah, he's Brownie.
Brownie.
Brownie loves attention, but also not too much. Like, touch me, but don't touch me kind of relationship.
I think that's all cat.
I have one mango, and then I have, this is called soursop, I think. And they say it's good for treating cancers. And then the leaves are also medicinal. I try to make sure that everything that is within the compound is useful. It's not just for decoration.
Yeah.
Apart from those few yellow flowers that you're seeing everywhere. Yeah, and then this is soil because my land is on a very dry kind of soil. So I have to buy soil, black soil from elsewhere,
Okay.
and then put it in the bags. I do have
If you're interested in relocating to Africa but have no idea where to start, go ahead and pick up a copy of my Ultimate African Relocation Guide. I've been traveling and living in the continent of Africa the last 4 years straight, and I put all my best advice and game inside of this book. Scan the code on your screen or click the first link in today's video description.
A bit of plantation. I don't know if your audience can recognize them, but I do have sugarcane.
We got sugarcane there.
The local sugarcane and maize and bananas
And how do you supply a local version? Do you like have to find someone who has local and they give it to you?
Yeah, I do have to look around and
Yeah.
see, like for example the sugarcane. When I want to buy one in the market and just cut off the stem and plant a bit of it, I ate some of it and then planted some of it here. And then for the banana plantation, same story. I just got 2 stems, and then when they bring babies, and then I can just pull out one.
Oh, okay. That's how you do it.
Yeah, so they can multiply.
And these are what? Peas, yeah?
These were beans,
Were
but
beans.
but your trying farmer who is trying to be a farmer and learning on her own. I bought pesticide, and then I think I mixed way much than I was supposed to. Yes, the pesticide killed it, and it's now all dry. So now I have to wait for another wet season
Yeah.
and replant.
You see the clothesline here, guys? Boom.
Loco. I don't know how do you do it in the US?
We usually have dryers.
Dryers.
Yeah. But for some reason, the moment you leave the US, everything is in the sun to dry.
Yeah, everything is, well, the thing is, I like ACs, but when I'm in UG and you put on AC, I feel horrible because why? We have the best weather, I think, and you just have to open the window or the door. Other parts, have you been to Fort Portal?
I have been nowhere besides Kampala and Entebbe.
Why?
I have to travel.
You should.
I get here, I start dating the women, and I just stay in Kampala, you know? Yeah, so, but I have to travel.
Okay, I see. You should.
No, I will.
Listen, when you're in Kampala, I think you can see the beauty of people, and then there is more food that you can relate to. It's easier to access things that maybe you would in the US. But when you move out of Kampala to another part like Jinja, like Entebbe, like there's so many other interesting things out there. This one is just my little tree that smells good in the night. I think it's called a night rose or something. It doesn't smell, it's not in the night now.
Only in the night?
Yes, only in the night. These are the flowers, and that's why they call it a night rose, because it smells only in the night.
Your first year doing the garden?
This is like my 2nd year in this particular place because I create content as well, so most of the time I'm away. There's so many things that steal our time, our thoughts, and then you end up forgetting what you're really supposed to do. And then I have this tree. It's specifically for shade.
How long have you owned this land?
About 4 years. Papyrus fence, which I dearly love because it reminds me of the village. I know some people be like, put it off, it's making the house look horrible. But I have a bit of cucumbers growing, and all these plants were on this wall, and now they're fixing it.
How do you find land to buy in Uganda and not get scammed?
I don't know how everybody else does because it's quite a timid thing. But I used my dad. When I bought this place, I wasn't staying here, and it was my first time buying. So I was worried. So I let my father in. And I asked my father if he could find somebody to find for me land. But you can ask your relative, the ones you trust very much. Or alternatively, when you find that land, for example, you have to spot out what kind of land do you want. Is it for business? Is it residential? Is it for agriculture? Those are the things you consider. So because I wanted it to be a residential place, I had to look for somewhere a little bit high. I like views, so I wanted something where I can see the water. But unfortunately, somebody built a flat right in front of me, so I cannot see the lake. Even your price, because some people like bigger portions of land and they can't afford them. And land sellers or brokers use that as an advantage to scam you.
Let's say, for example, if someone wants to buy a plot now, this is like the average size, right? Like 100 by 50.
Yeah, this is like the standard size
Yeah.
according to the government, because this means you're going to get a land title for it. But if you buy less than that, you'll not get a land title, you'll only survive on agreements. Now, I haven't really gotten into the depth of which one is better, because either way you could get scammed. So, but you need to be careful, go to the local government, to the inlands, if you're buying land title, and check if really the title exists or not. And you need to cross check as many times as possible. Like, take your time. Usually what they do, they put you on pressure. Somebody's taking it back in the you know, you guys who understand Uganda, like, they will pay for it, and then you panic, and then you pay,
Make a rush decision.
and you make a rush decision. But things to do with land or house or a car, you need to take your time. Don't be pressured, because even if you don't get that particular piece of land that you want, there's always something better.
And is it cheaper to buy land like in the village, more so like out?
Definitely. It's evident. Like, the money I used to buy this, if I went to the village, I would have gotten like an acre or so. When I bought here, it was all residential. And it was quiet, no church, no school, no mosque, quiet.
Yeah.
And then boom, somebody decides to put a school right at my window. And I want to cry.
Did you have to build this whole fence yourself?
This fence is my neighbor's fence. This is her fence, and that's exactly where my plot ends. But in Uganda, what you do, you just add on to. Yeah, but alternatively, you could just leave maybe, how do you call it, a decimal or so, and then put a new one. But what's the point? And then on the other side, that's the fence that I put up.
You constructed this one?
Yes.
Okay.
So immediately I bought the land because of land grabbing and all the issues that I hear associated with land and scamming, and then there was a lot of trash here. It was almost a heap, because people were bringing lots of trash and dropping it here. I just had to put it here.
And how much does it normally cost to, let's say, fence a plot like?
I don't think I remember how much it is, but it was about 7 to 8 million shillings.
Do you recommend that? Like, say if I want to build a house, I should buy the land first, then fence it?
Yes,
like, step by step?
definitely. When you fence, whatever you put in your fence stays there. It is safe.
Good. Did you have to survey the land when you bought it?
Did I have to?
Survey, like get someone to say this is where your plot ends, or was that already?
It was already done, because it's just a plot, and it's an agreement plot, not title. So I didn't need the surveyor, because somebody bought a whole piece and then sectioned it.
So now we're inside, as you can see. Boom, we're gonna get Lynn here to show us around, tour us around her spot.
This is my humble home. I dreamt of a home like this, a very small one, but very loving. Like, I can put almost everything I need. So right here is my small living space. Yeah, I have my small TV here. I have a bit of wall pictures, still not laid out, but this is definitely me back then.
Yeah.
And these are my parents.
Okay.
The only picture I have of my parents, actually, is that one.
Okay.
Yes. And then, come on.
And you are in Uganda, yeah? You're from the central?
No, I'm from the west. But this is my small kitchen. I am a messy person. Even if my house is small, I needed a bit of worktop so that I can, mess myself around. And all these things are supposed to be here. They're going to put cabins up.
And how did you design it, or did you pay like an architect to come and say?
No, I just went with the flow in my head.
Really?
Yeah, and I kept telling them what to do, and they looked at me like I'm mad. And they were like, "What? Yeah, I like it like this." And that's why this space in particular is very small. It was supposed. So you say this is a mistake. Yes, and this height. Yes, it was a mistake, turning out well anyway. So they were supposed to pull this from there to here on the height of the door.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
So, but what they did was lower it.
Really?
And we had a fight. When you're a first-time builder, people are going to take advantage of you, and they're going to always try to sell you what is in their head compared to what you have in your head. You can come.
If you are even remotely interested in relocating to Africa, pick up your copy of my Ultimate African Relocation Guide right now. I'm charging so little for this, I'm practically giving it away for free. So before I change my mind and raise the price, hurry up and get your copy. First link in today's video's description.
Don't mind. I have a small laundry room. This is supposed to be my laundry room.
Yes.
But my goddaughter is cribbing here. We share the bed.
I see the bed.
We share the bed, but she likes messy things. So she comes and messes my laundry room.
This is going to be the washroom in the future.
Yes.
Okay.
This was supposed to be my toilet.
Oh, yeah. Where
initially.
Is the bathroom?
I'm coming.
It'll be just laundry, like a little place to fold the clothes.
Yes, and there's already my washing machine.
Yeah,
but because I don't have water connected into the house yet, it's still like that.
We're building houses. We're quite used to a lot of regulation, like permits. Is that the same in Uganda, or is it kind of like build what you want to build?
Build what you want to build. In particular areas in Uganda, like Munyonyo, Lubowa, you must put up a specific standard of building.
Really?
Yes, because it's when you get there, the houses that are there, you need to match up with that. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but match up with.
So are those more like upper scale areas?
Yes.
So somebody custom made this one for you?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, even tour us through the bedroom now.
Okay, in the bedroom, this is supposed to be my door that is glassless.
So
my bedroom door that is glassless.
Yes.
But we shall put in glasses. The hardest part is usually to get the frames because everything is expensive down here. So
you buy the frame and then they put the glass in.
Yeah,
when they're
just
ready.
like I did to this.
Okay.
And this is my laundry basket. And ta-da! This is my small.
I like this here.
window.
Place to sit if you wanted to. Storage.
So I sit here, and I'm planning on making it as comfy as
You'll
possible.
buy like the cushions.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get like a few cushions and put them here around. This is supposed to be my closet, but it's still a work in progress.
I actually like the bedroom. It's like nice, it's bright. Yeah. It's a cool design.
Yeah, this is supposed to
Check
be.
out our closet, guys. She got a chair there, so if you can dress, you can put her shoes on there or whatever. I like this. Like IKEA furniture, more pictures.
How do you know this is IKEA?
It is, you know what I'm saying? It looks like IKEA. Oh, is it from IKEA?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah. Well, in America, we buy a lot of IKEA, you know? And this one is real.
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
Bring some life there. Where'd you get it from? Dubai? You brought it?
Which one?
This?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I used to live there for quite some time.
Big
And I
bright
think
window.
my favorite thing about this is the view. In the night,
Yes.
you can see.
So
a lot
where
of
was the
lights.
lake before?
The lake is
used to
on
be
this
this way.
side. On this side. And from here, I think if you go a little bit up, you can see from there.
You can go a little.
But if we go out, I'll show you where it is.
You have a rooftop.
There's no rooftop.
Okay.
We can just go out and turn.
Okay.
This
Gotcha.
is supposed to be my bathroom.
This is gonna be the bathroom in the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's still, everything is under construction. I'm doing it as slow as possible.
I see. You got a dresser here.
Yes.
Makeup. Okay, nice.
Love
Here, you get dressed in the morning. Look at the fit before you head out.
Yeah.
Light.
I just love the fact that it is so bright. Like
Very bright. It's very positive.
I can possibly see every corner before I head out, and that's my favorite thing about my home.
Let's talk about electricity and plumbing.
Right.
What is the process typically, let's say in the city, of setting those up?
What is very tiring is getting the water and the electricity because of our system.
Okay.
You know, like in my case, I needed a pole. So you could pay for a pole and it takes months to arrive until you pay extra for it, which is very tiring in that case. But after it gets here, it's easy because you have to do wiring before they bring the pole.
Okay.
Yeah, so the tiring process is you getting the power or the meter.
Okay.
That is difficult.
So the pole, you're talking about like the wooden pole that was
Yes.
set outside.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
had
yeah.
to pay for one of those to be brought. Wow. Okay.
So
This is Uganda for you guys. I think in America they're there already.
So I paid for one, and then I think I was scammed once. Like
Okay.
I paid because I didn't want to go straight. Guys, learn from me.
That's
I
the
wanted
thing.
to do gray,
Yeah.
and then I took my money. Because honestly, if you follow the line, if you apply for power today,
Okay.
you may get it in 7 months' time.
Even in the city.
Yeah.
And like, how much typically is a pole to buy?
A
The
pole,
right way, yeah.
the right way,
Yeah.
2.5 million shillings.
Okay, 2.5 million shillings for the pole. And
Depending.
then they also have to pay to.
Yes,
connect.
you pay 2.5 million shillings for the pole,
Yeah.
and then you'll pay for the surveyor who will come to survey like where should the pole go,
Okay.
and then they'll charge you for the meters of the wire that they're going to put from the
Okay.
other pole to your house.
So does every house need its own pole?
No, not every
You can
house.
borrow, like let's say.
Yes,
there's one.
if you go to the neighbors, for example, you can just pay 150. For example, whoever wants to use my pole will pay 150.
To you.
Yes, to me.
And then for the water, is it
Same process.
If you do go the village route, the land is going to be cheaper, but getting the utilities
It's
is
gonna
going to
be
be next
hard.
to impossible.
No, not really. Depends on
think
how
so?
deep.
Yeah.
How deep you go into the village.
Uh-huh.
I think if you go into the village with a bit of money,
Okay.
when you're not, when you're struggling, it's a good idea to stay near where you can access service. But when you have a bit of money, definitely go to the village, because you just make a call and things will come.
What would somebody, if they wanted to build like this, what are they looking at cost-wise?
I started with $1,000 to build this house. That is like 3 million point some. If it wasn't because I was naive about so many things, this house would be already done with everything in it. But because I spent most money renovating the mistakes that were done, I started with 3 million, which I used to build from the foundation
Right.
to that level. Yes.
This right here.
Plastering,
the tile work.
No, I can't remember.
That's easy. Is that easier to do?
Yes, that's
It's more
easier
like
to
smaller
do.
things.
It's the
Okay.
smaller thing.
Yeah.
I think the hardest part is roofing, because you need to do it at once. The wood, the iron sheets, that is what makes it expensive, and because you have to buy it at the same time.
At the same time.
Whereas when you're building down here, you can choose to build this side and leave that for some time, come back and build this side and leave it for some time.
Yeah.
But when you're doing the roofing,
You gotta do it
it has to
all.
be at once.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you put up the wood for the roofing and then go,
It rains.
and then you come back and they'll ask you for new material.
You can get the main construction done pretty quickly.
Yes.
And for not too much.
Yeah, for not too much.
Ah, okay.
But if you got problems like I did, I think I've spent almost 50 something million,
Yeah.
because this is something that I had to buy. I had to get somebody to,
You mean like this black thing?
yes, that is, how do you call it, metal.
Yeah.
So they had to do metal, and I had to get somebody to do that metal, and then drill again, and then drill again, and then put tiles on top of that, and then it's a lot of expenditure. And then also my door,
Yes.
it was bad. We have a
Really?
bit of security here, security issues here,
Okay.
and I ordered for a door, and then they brought the door, and it was bad.
So it was the same door.
No, so I had to remove the whole of it, because if it's metal, correcting it is like it's impossible.
Okay.
Yeah, it was weak already, and then I kept explaining to him, no, I want it like this, no, I want, but he wouldn't. So I had to do away with the whole
So it was a
door.
complete waste, basically.
Yeah, it was a complete waste of, like, imagine you bought a door at like 2.5 million or 2.6, and then it's a waste.
I'd
Then
be
you have to
very
pull it
upset.
out
Yeah.
and then bring another.
Me, if I spend 2.5, I'm gonna get my 2.5 worth for sure. I'm gonna make sure of it.
No.
But this is working. Okay, so if you guys have enjoyed Lynn, she was very honest, very transparent in this video. So if you want to support her, check her out, do anything like that, where should they go?
They should come to Lynn's Abu World. I call it Lynn's Abu World because I basically share authentic content. Like I don't need to edit life.
Okay.
Because much as I want to edit life, there is somebody going through worse than I am. And so I try to bring it as authentic as possible so you can relate, right? I also do a bit of music, so it's a mixture of everything. My messy head is out there. So come to Lynn's Abu World and can't wait to see you guys.
Perfect. And if people want to buy eggs and they're local, how do they do that?
They just call me. There's always a number in my description box.
Okay, gotcha. You guys want local eggs? Hit up Lynn.
Yes.
Local eggs taste way better.
Yeah, I already have a whole tray here.
But okay, so check out Lynn's channel. I will have a link in today's video description and in the comments, so definitely go over there and subscribe and show her some support. Any other words for the audience?
No, just love yourself enough and don't forget to live. Don't postpone life. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. You don't know what will happen in the next 1 hour. Do you know? You have plans, but are you sure?
Right.
So when you pray about something, I'm a believer. I'm not a staunch Christian, but I'm a believer. So I believe when you pray, God answers your prayers through your spirit. Like after you pray about some situation, you literally will hear the voice telling you what to do. Do not ignore those voices and act.
Be courageous.
Yeah, be courageous to act on the feelings, because God is not going to come in body. He's going to tell you in your heart what to do. So that's it.
Don't stop here. I have over 4 years worth of content on my channel. I'm sure you'll love the video where I show you what $158 per month gets you in the country of Egypt.